Okay, so now this is gonna be a different video, but what you don't know is that I'm actually recording this right after the second video because we were bored and we need something to do, so we had to get this done eventually. So yeah, this one's gonna be on male and female energy. If you remember from the second video, we were very intense about our opinions on his idea on male and female energy. So hopefully we can tear into this one even more so. So for Rome,
I'm pretty sure women and men are equally creative.
Yeah. For Rome. Yeah, balanced. I'm sure that's not even that you don't show any bias at any point. Like
I agree with him that focused and creative personality types are important to know, and I do agree that men are more focused and more strict, like in their nature for sure. That's not just a trend, but I will agree women are naturally more random. He's not wrong about those things.
I wouldn't call women more random. I'd say they're just like I wouldn't even say call male more focused. Maybe they might be focused at a task, but everyone has goals they want to go to.
I think they are mild, noticeable traits, but nothing to be pointed out too hard. You know, they are random and not important, but they are something to note, and I wish you wouldn't make too big of a deal out of it.
I mean, like, there are obviously differences between men and women, and I'm not going to deny them, but I think they're a lot more minor, especially in the psychological realm that people give credit for. Like, there are some things where the difference is a lot more obvious and a lot more easily observable, especially when it comes to relationships, but
the differences must be acknowledged, but accepted.
Also, I will never, ever, ever be able to take the yin yang without thinking about Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I saw one TED Talk that vaguely talked about that, and now it's permanently scarred into my opinion of it.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I say yin yang, I think of Kung Fu Panda.
No, that's fair too.
Like, I can't help it. It's Kung Fu Panda.
Also, the black is only supposed to be evil, but in my opinion, black's cool. I will make an entire fantasy setting where black is good and white is bad. I'm going to do that one of these days. Just try me.
I want to make a sci-fi, like a fantasy horror book series. Has to be book. Where the main character is an old warrior who like loses his vision, and for some reason there's like this place in the world full of monsters that need to be cleansed, and the people need to be saved from it. But the world went completely that area went completely black, and he's like one of the only warriors that can go out there and do it because he's been blind for so long. But he's also a warrior, like old warrior. That'd be epic.
Yeah, but that's off topic, and we're making better ideas than this guy has any hopes of.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when people are going to the job, they almost certainly go the quickest way possible. Like, I don't know about you, but is like if you were driving, Emma, would you take the scenic route when you're on a deadline? Like, guy gets you at work, you're gonna be fired. Like,
I don't know, I'm a woman. I can't exactly say, my creative energy could probably make me do that. You know how random I am as a woman.
Yeah, I mean, like, yesterday, you just spawned Wile E. Coyote and then had him try to kill me, and I lost an arm. You're like, I remember that.
Random energy, am I right?
Yeah, random.
It's like the time of the month, you get random energy.
But, like, just, like, first thing, I mean, you're not wrong in saying that I wouldn't particularly call women random. Creative, kind of, maybe. Random, no. And I'm pretty sure
whiny. Women are whiny.
It's not entirely true. They're also tough when they need to.
Whiny. They're whiny. They're like whiny all the time until like a baby comes out of them. Then they're super serious, and then they're whiny again.
Regardless, is that I think you all these people maybe a little bit simplistic. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're simplistic and.
Well, they're trying to be. Let's see what they say.
Okay, that's fair. I can do that. I can do that.
Oh my god, like, they're not wrong, they're just like, okay, they're fine.
I think that's, that's one, the problem is I don't think you really can, I know it's sound weird, but I don't think you really can find what it means to have, be masculine or feminine, except for maybe some culture traits, but it's just something you kind of understand. And for these people who talk about understanding, I think they would mention that, you just can't, it's kind of hard to say what makes a person manly or what makes a woman womanly. It's just kind of something you know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're getting to something. Okay, fine.
Also, people change their emotions randomly. Have you seen Tumblr?
It's full of women.
I mean, out of control emotions. I mean, like, once again, Tumblr, any feminist group ever,
Yeah, women are right.
like,
Yeah,
anything of that, like,
they're not wrong though. Those are definitely male and female problems. You know, men being too stuck in their ways and too strict about that kind of thing. Women being too emotional and random. Yeah, they're right. They're not
I still
wrong.
don't call women random, though. I'm pretty sure if you say it to them, they might beat you up over it.
They will beat you up, but they'll
Well,
beat you
maybe
up randomly.
Well, maybe it's because this is West Virginia. And West Virginia, we're all willing to beat you up.
Not mama.
Yeah,
No.
you think we fought the Virginians by just saying we didn't like slavery? Nah, man. We punched them. And
Punched them,
shoot them.
and we
while
peed
shooting.
in their cereal bowl.
I don't know if cereal was invented yet. Was cereal invented yet? I think it was.
Yeah, there's plenty of things like cereal. Might as well then.
Oh, whatever. Yes, you can actually put emotions in a box. Watch me.
Watch me. I mean, the reason that men and women are shaped differently isn't because of any underlying sociological or whatever reasoning. Like, I agree, that's a cool coincidence, but the reason they're like that is because, you know, the male body structure, like, being more squared and angular is kind of an easier way to make them, like, their bodies more tougher when they're, you know,
And
more
to fight
physically
the bears.
strong. The bears, yes, they can fight the bears in Soviet Russia. And, the reason our female are more curvier is, you know, to fill some biological needs. Hint, hint.
It's also attractive.
And also, it's easier to poop out babies, you know, so I don't, with hips, I don't really, it's not really have anything to do with the mind. It's a cool coincidence, sure, but ever thought that maybe it's not, like, the world or, I don't know, the universe as a whole making men and women like that, and maybe it's, like, just because humans have associated curviness and jangular riggedness, like, through that, and kind of apply it to it then.
Yeah, a lot of these things come down to humans think it like this, so I'm going to do it like this.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of...
Putting things together just don't really add up, and once again, I can totally put boxes on emotions. Watch me do it.
Watch me.
That's why I have names for them. A name is a box, so ha ha ha. Turn.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why are you people so insistent that we live in the worst time in human history?
I will use my female energy now to ignore everything he's saying and think freely upon my own self. That made no sense. Listen, what?
Nothing he says does, so you're about right.
Yeah, if he says blah 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 and I say blah, 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 you know, it'll be a pretty good conversation.
Yeah.
I think they're connected in a way. But honestly, I think that all the crises that he mentioned, besides maybe the global one, is they're nothing normal. We're doing pretty good right now, honestly. You know,
Also,
I don't think there's a political crisis going on, honestly, because you know, it's not like our monarchs are getting killed. Never mind.
Most of us don't even have monarchs.
You know, when I meant monarchs, I actually kind of meant anyone in power. Sorry, that was kind of stupid. Like they're not like our monarchs are murdering each other or like. They're murdering other people. You know, but like, you know, I'm trying to say that our economic, our money. I'm sorry, I can't say the word. Thank you. Our money or whatever is pretty dang good. You know, I'm not gonna complain about it. It could be better, but
heck, more people in the world die of being too fat than dying of starvation
in America. But like,
even overall, a lot of people die of too much rather than too little. Like, I don't know about you, but I mean, people should be dying of either one, but I'd rather live in a world where we had too much food, too much things lying around, than too little. Yes, some people starve in some places, but if you live in the north, if you live in North America, Europe, major chunks of other places in the world, Australia, good chunks of South America and Asia, and some parts of Africa, you're essentially, your chances of dying of starvation are minimal to none. Like, if you live in America, how many people in the last 10 years have actually died of starvation because the economic system couldn't handle it? I'm just kind of curious.
No, I just feel like complaining about things nowadays when it comes to those kind of things and not on a... I think our biggest problem in society right now isn't threats or the economics or the politics or anything like that. Our biggest threat to society right now...
is going communist?
Not really, but I think the biggest threat to society right now is degeneracy.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point. Also,
not just in like an adult apartment. I meant like in a lot of other things too. Laziness, not wanting to take responsibilities for things.
Yeah.
Again, being a slut. Like, seriously, like, I can't help it. That seems to be a pretty big problem. And it's a unique problem as well.
Also, I have to wonder one question, though. And this thing kind of curious. So he says that this is all because of our imbalance of male energy. But I have to wonder this one thing. Where's your, like, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not trying to be like one of those people, like, well, how do you know, like, this, like, not one of those MGTOW people. I'm just kind of curious. How did he come to the conclusion that it's because of male energy? Like, by his own logic, what's to stop the same logic be that people are being so creative they can't focus on a problem long enough to deal with it? There's no evidence you provided to suggest that this is the case.
I think the world could use to be a little more creative in what they think, and a little more, I guess you could say, flowing in emotions, honestly. I think if people could, seriously use a little bit of calmness to them, in a way. People could use a little more understanding. They could use their, I think people could use their, sorry, well, I disagree with you, my female energy. But I think that, people could try to think a little less rationally and think a little more try to understand each other better on all aspects, not just your gender or your sexuality or religion. No, I meant like all aspects, especially when it comes to the things that actually matter, like the things in your brain, not what's in your pants or your skin color or your religion actually is one of those other things. What I'm trying to say is, I think people...
religion's a little different. You can't choose those other things. You choose religion. So
I agree.
It's a weird middle ground, but we're not getting into that conversation because that's a different thing for a different time.
I'm just trying to say, I think people could be a little more accepting, but... Okay, no. I think people should be more tolerant. Tolerant and accepting are different words. I think people should be more tolerant of others' ideas while not accepting them at the same time.
There's some truth to that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's continue this because I think we've put more thought into this than he did.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go on. That was a lot of random traits that slapped together and called it a new kind of child. No, that's just a
Also, some of those kind of remind me of like autism. Like
that was pretty autistic.
I mean, not all of them, but some of them do remind me of that. I've lived with 2 people with autism, so I would know. His
life is terrible. Well, I'm trying.
Those kids sound like so insufferable to be around. Like
some of them do.
If you had friends with all those traits, they'd be annoying because they'd be like, yeah, they might say they're kind, but like they demand things in a particular way and such. Like, how are they supposed to?
Sound left-brained to me.
Also, how are they supposed to be? How on earth is that supposed to be the next stage of humanity? At least that's what I'm assuming he's going for in a minute. If they're more sensitive to things with everything. Like, wouldn't an advance or like an upgrade in humanity be something that could deal with more things? Like, I don't know, survive the toxins that exist, the actual toxins, mind you, have resistance to diseases and such. I don't know, resistance to aging. Like, wouldn't the next stage of humanity be to improve ourselves? And if most kids being born today were these indigo children, like you said, like all of them by now. And this video came out in, when did it come out? Let's see, December 30th, 2011. So by that logic, assuming he meant this very moment, this video is being recorded in 2020, February, so that means 9 years. So there'd be a bunch of 9-year-olds running around with psychic powers. I'm pretty sure we would notice that.
I think you meant...
Like, it sounds like a B movie, like Attack of the Indigo Children, like they're gonna throw cars at you or something.
That was some pretty, that was just dumb. That was just dumb. It was just a bunch of random crap he thrown together and called it a different, not him, but like someone else called it. Wow, that was just stupid. It sounds like you're talking about a whole bunch of autistic children. Like, and that's not to be rude. I mean, seriously, this is a bunch of autistic children.
Yeah, a lot of those traits are basically just autism. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to anyone with autism. Trust me, I wouldn't ever.
But that's autism. Like, maybe not the kindness part, but everything else, that's autism.
Yeah, like a lot of those are autism.
So you're saying
also, the school system, that's just because school is boring.
Yeah, the school sucks, and those children are definitely autistic. Fight me.
That's a problem with the school system, not you.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying there's an influx of children with autism in North America.
Also, if your whole thing is that I'm going to assume, like, you know, because we're entering a new stage of vibration or something like that, then wouldn't places like India and China, like you so say, are so harmonic, be covered with psychic people? How on earth would we not be conquered by people from India and China if they all had psychic powers? You think colonialism would have
That would be the best country movie ever! You got these buff, super, militant, left-brained Americans fighting these right-brain, psychic, awesome, ninja-fighting Chinese people! Yes! Yes!
Why does that sound like I actually want to see that movie.
I don't care who wins. I just want to see it.
Someone make that movie. Give us that movie.
Don't trust the Chinese, they're all foreigners.
Okay, Emma, but you really think China, the country that does want to dominate at least its neighbors and potentially way more, if they had access to psychic people who could move solids through that, know everything about a person just by looking at them, do you really think they wouldn't be using that?
Oh, that's stupid.
What government in the history ever would not use that?
Why China? Why China? And why isn't there a movie where a bunch of super-powered psychic Asians from China fight a bunch of stupid, fat, Caucasian males from America on their tanks, and it'll be the best movie ever made?
Also, you know the U.S. government looked into psychics, right, people? Like, do these people know that? Because I think that would be interesting to them.
Really?
Yeah, the government looked into that. The evidence was inconclusive.
Inconclusive evidence that you have psychic children. China, I'm not sure your children are psychic.
Also, China is not enlightened. Not
No,
even
they
close.
dogs. They're not enlightened. They like.
Have you seen the cities? If you're all about harmony with nature, then those things are not things. Sorry, people. The country, the country of things, or whatever. You mean the country of where we got our things from? That's what I meant. You know what I mean? Would be the least harmonic place you could find. So
Come on, homeboy. Like, listen, you really trust the country that these dogs is and is okay with both American pop music and K-pop. I don't trust this country. It is evil. It is wrong.
Yes, that's maybe, yeah.
The one-child rule. He's confirming what I want. Listen, I know how the movie ends, right? So it's all these big, humongous, epic battles. Maybe not actually war battles, but like full of people fighting or whatever, you know. And it can maybe all the other countries get destroyed and it's fighting. It's awesome, epic. Millions of people are dying, and it's epic and super awesome.
And then Chuck Norris shows up and saves the day.
And it can have some weird art, by having a really straightforward, less brainy, kind of plot. It ends all weird and right brainy. It can end with some weird thing where China and America obviously something bad happened to them, but not fully explained. And the movie ends in Japan, and then a person I don't know, something artsy.
I was thinking more like the world slowly gets shifted around, changing, mutating into weird combination of what it shouldn't be. People die all around, and then Chuck Norris awakens, and he fights them both, and reforges the world. In his final moments, he sacrifices the world to save all of us. In an epic final battle, it's filled with visual imagery, colors, explosions, and enough fight scenes to make the Marvel movies look like a playground. Yeah, let's make that movie. I want to see that movie. Make that movie. This would be so much more entertaining than this. But what they're actually saying? Why? Just a whole lot of why. I'm pretty sure we would notice if there were a bunch of psychic people running around. Whatever country gets that is going to be unstoppable. Because those kids, at least according to you, allegedly, know a lot of things about potentially everybody, can break literally any law of physics they want. How do you stop something like that? How does one even come close to stopping something like that? Seriously, how does one do that? How do you fight something that can do whatever it wants?
You don't.
China will be exploiting that thing to no end. They would declare war on the entire Earth and probably win if this was true.
I'm scared. This video scares me. Make it stop.
If it was true, of course, because my psychic powers are either very limited or don't exist at all, in my opinion. I've seen no evidence to really suggest better. I don't care if the American government's looked into it. They probably had a lab of studying how to create vampires.
No, we ain't gonna take it.
But yeah, Emma needs to become a director of cool movies, and you need to get a better life. Spirit science. No. Just no. Whole lots of no's going on here. The reason we see first we do not see everything in twos, and if you want to combine everything to see it as one, I really don't want to see people just be chill with evil.
Oh no.
Just saying. Like, but overall, so we finished the video. So, my creative random sister, what do you have to say on this?
I want to die.
Something new, please.
Okay. That was sure a thing that he said with his mouth holes. And what do you mean by higher beings? What is that? You mean aliens? You mean aliens?
I think he means like. I think he actually. Yes, but I think he also means stuff like spirits and other things like
What
that.
is it? I want to know his religion. And don't tell me it's not a religion because it is.
It's like New Age.
It's a religion.
Something like that.
I don't understand New
I'm
Age
pretty sure
religions.
religion is to
Can't we
have
go
all
back
the-
to sacrificing the goats?
Oh, could we just can we just all become Protestant? I like that plan. Let's do that.
I would take Catholic. I would take Catholic over this any day.
Yeah, but also, how would we not notice like children running around? I would notice that. Also, how are those indigo kids supposed to teach us anything when they're supposedly so easily irritated by just about everything? I mean, like, seriously, how on earth are we not supposed to notice? Like, how are they supposed to help us when they seemingly can't handle anything? Just out of curiosity.
I like how dollars are filled up with a bunch of random crap on them so people can't copy it. I think it's really funny looking.
But, yeah, this guy needs to see a psychiatrist and a therapist and everything.
He's better. I bet he's really cool in real life. I bet he's like chill and he likes to play Half-Life or something. I bet he like watches silly movies all the time and chills out with his friends. But then he like gets on his computer, writes a script, and talks about random crap for an hour. Like us.
He's pretty hippie. Like, he does, like, marijuana and stuff like that.
Oh. Well, he plays Half-Life and then does marijuana.
He does marijuana at the same time.
I don't know. He seems like a regular dude sometimes, but I did not regular dude on YouTube. But marijuana, really?
And other drugs like that, mushrooms, that kind of thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Marijuana at least can be medical.
Yeah, maybe another time we'll delve into that, but I think we've had enough of, little bro spirit science for now. So I'm going to go and get a life. Maybe get a girlfriend, like he should.
Your girlfriend, or your
Yeah.
astro girlfriend, or whatever.
Or I don't know, do literally anything better. Maybe go slaughter some kids in China, you know, gotta keep those psychics away before they get too powerful.
Yeah, get those seconds away from me. Kill all the children in China. The one-child rule should come back. Come back, one-child rule.
That won't help. The parents didn't devote more time to giving them psychic powers.
Oh no.
But yeah, boys, hopefully you're still sane. I'm not. Actually, I am. For how much longer, I'm not sure. But
I'm not.
I'm just gonna go exist during a life. Hope you do the same. And remember, if you see a spirit science down the street, don't look at it for too long. Don't look at it in the eyes. All of them.
And remember, paper does grow on trees.
Well, I guess technically, but
And money.
No, not that.
Money does grow on trees.
I guess the paper that makes it, but
Let's go on.
whatever. See you later. Stay. I don't know.
Gay.
Just,
Gay.
No,
Say gay.
no, not that. Just go home.